Hi, my name is Robert Yip, and I started Sandbox with Jack basically a year ago. We both met on Skype and we were talking about how players actually train, how pro players train, how people in general train, and how they seem to be bereft of the standards associated with regular sports. So deliberate practice, drilling, training, scenario training wasn't something that people tended to do. They tend to go on ladder and just play games over and over, mass games, volume training, which has been shown to not work as effectively as deliberate practice. So after our talk, we set up the Sandbox. We entered in a lot of players, we tracked their progress, we went through a lot of trial and error to see what worked and what didn't work, and eventually what you have now is a much more polished version of what we started off with. I helped that by bringing in some ideas from my background, which is in sports. So sports coaching, physical education, then I moved on to strength and conditioning, personal training, and then finally to get a postgraduate in sport and exercise psychology. And my hope is that by blending the physical and the mental, we're able to create a player, create a person, and create a team that has a much more holistic view about training. It's not just playing the game, you're looking to train the game, and that involves doing things outside of the game as well as in the game. My purpose in the Sandbox, as well as giving physical and mental advice, is to offer help on periodization, planning, structuring, how players are going to structure their day to increase the effectiveness of their practice, what they should and shouldn't be doing, what the focus should be on. Basically creating a plan whereby the players will be working towards a particular goal, not just aimlessly playing games. I've worked with Dota players, StarCraft players, League coaches, and we've been running the Sandbox, like I said, for a year now, so a lot of players have come and gone. But what we're trying to institute and create in the Sandbox is basically to mirror what we already have in sports. So instead of trying to reinvent the wheel, we should be looking at what sports has done for the last 30, 40, 50, 60 years, looking at the important aspects that we can bring in, because there's so much to competition and competitive practice that sports are already doing that really esports players, amateur and professional, can definitely take on board.